Hi, I'm Anita, and I just wanted to hop on real fast to talk to you about something I saw on TV the other day. I saw a press conference with Polk County Sheriff Judd, and he was talking about a woman who had just gotten out of prison on January 20th, 2021, after serving a 10-year sentence, I presume for drugs, but he didn't say quite what, with 5 years supervised release to follow. So by the time she got out on January 20th to when she was apprehended in March, she had hooked up with the Juarez drug cartel out of Mexico and was making drug deals with undercover sheriff department personnel. So, in the midst of all of this, the Polk County Sheriff's Department task force intercepted 120 gallons of liquid meth, a bunch of powdered meth, a bunch of pills, um, and now that's in the possession of the authorities. So I'm sure the Juarez cartel is not very happy with her if they ever catch up with her. But right now, she's in the possession of the sheriffs in Polk County. So that may be good for her in the meantime. Um, what I wanted to look at was her thought processes, the things she thought was thinking that led her back to that. So, serving a 10-year sentence in federal prison, even with all of her good time, she probably served 8.5 years. I would think that no one would want to repeat that experience. But something she was thinking as she released made her think this was a good idea. So, we're going to look at that. The 5 rules of rational thinking are pretty simple to use. The first rule is, are my thoughts based on objective reality and fact? I'm going to guess that what she was thinking was, I have no choice but to do this. I need to survive, and I have no skills and no way of making an income. She probably felt desperate or maybe a little excited at the prospects of all the money she could make. So I don't think that was based on objective reality. If she went through the federal system, I know there are programs she could have taken to prepare herself for something else after prison. It doesn't seem like she took a drug treatment program. If so, she didn't do a very good job at grasping the concepts because her thinking wasn't rational. So I would say no on that rule. Second rule, will acting on my thoughts help me protect my life and health? Well, obviously not. She's in the custody of the sheriff's department. She's headed back to prison, and she has a little bit of a problem with the Juarez drug cartel. So I would say no on that one. Third rule, will acting on these thoughts help me to achieve both my short and long-term goals? So her short-term goal was to make some quick money. I don't know whether she ever actualized that, but maybe she did. So she was really working directed at that short-term goal. I'm guessing her long-term goal was to stay out of prison. Well, that's not working so well. So what's important when you're looking at what you want to do is the action you're planning on taking going to help you can accomplish both those goals? Later we'll look at when they conflict and which one you want to listen to. And the hint is that you want to focus on your long-term goal. If you have to sacrifice your short-term goal to achieve your long-term goal, we consider that fairly rational. If you sacrifice your long-term goal for a short-term goal or short-term satisfaction, we consider that irrational. So we would say no on that one. The fourth rule is, will acting on these thoughts help me avoid significant conflict with others? Well, obviously right now she has conflict with the sheriff's department. She'll have conflict with the feds because they know she just violated her supervised release, and I anticipate she will have some conflict with the Juarez drug cartel. Fifth rule is, are my thoughts helping me to feel the way I want to feel? So when we look at using drugs, certainly people can use drugs and change the way they feel. And some people do that intentionally. They want courage, so they take a shot of courage, whether it be liquid form or other kinds of shots, but they do something to build up their courage, help them ignore the little voice in their head telling them not to do this. So we're looking at, are my thoughts helping me to feel the way I want to feel without having to resort to something external like a drug to change how I feel? And here, clearly, if she felt desperate, she wasn't feeling the way she wanted to feel. even if she felt excited. Maybe she likes that feeling. But so let's give her a yes on that one. So she has 4 no's and 1 yes. As far as the rules of rational thinking go, if you can honestly answer yes to 3 or more, then your thoughts are rational. We don't have that here. Obviously, she didn't behave the way we would think someone ready for reintegration to society would think. So she probably would need to change her thinking to get a better outcome. She's going to have some time to think about it because she's going back to prison. But it's a sad state when we waste human potential by being in prison for more than 10 years this time, I'm sure, um, when she could be living life and being productive and having time with her family or making a family. So that's really all I have to say today, but I appreciate you stopping by. And no matter what comes your way, my advice is think about it.